Okay, today we have a special guest, as I've sent a message out on the group. Alhamdulillah, we're blessed to have Imam Luqman from Academy Alive here. Imam Luqman is actually one of our teachers, so myself included, and the other teachers that you see here. We are honored to have Imam here today. Imam will do a recap for us, and he will introduce some terminology, inshallah ta'ala. So without further ado, I'd like Imam to come through, start with a dua, and to take the class over, inshallah ta'ala.
بارك الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه بارك وسلم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم ربي زدني علما ربي زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتممنا بالخير وبك نستعين يا فتى يا أرحم الراحمين. Alhamdulillah, all praise belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to be here. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to rectify our intention. We take this moment to remember the purpose that why we are here on the first day. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to remove any ill feelings from our hearts, any ill thoughts from our mind, and any animosity that we may have. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow for this path that we're taking in our life, this journey in our life, to be the start of a better life, inshallah. And everyone's here because they are after something better, something greater in life. So ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to fulfill our intention. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from us. So barakallah for the introduction. My name is Luqman. Alhamdulillah, I've been doing this from pretty much the first year I started my ILM course, started teaching and things like that. So it's been a passion of mine. Inshallah, don't want to get into that too much. I'm just going to catch the names. So we have Uncle Asif there, we've got Brother Junaid, we've got Uncle Nazir, we have Ijtihad, Salman, I'll just write that down. Salman. Young man at the back. Ahmed. Hafiz Ahmed, mashallah. Hafiz Ahmed, what are you doing Tarawih next year? Here, you've already been booked or you haven't been booked yet? Okay, I shotgun you, yeah? So Academy Alive, all right? I'm going to take your number now. Mahmoud. Oh. And then we have Auntie Shaista and Auntie Seema, Sarah, I'll just write that down. Seema, Auntie Seema, and we got Sarah. We have Firoza and Sister Shaista, I forgot now. Shabana, that's right. And then, yep, okay, cool. All right, inshallah. So I'll pick on these people this evening, inshallah. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, I just want to do a bit of a recap. What's the purpose that we are here today? And what Ustad has gone through with you guys, inshallah. Just checking how responsive this is. How do you rub it out? Like that? No? You don't use do you use the pen here?
So you have to click the button.
I got to click the button for the rubber? No, it's all right. It's fine. Then I just need to know that. Cool. No, it's fine. Okie dokie. Everyone's got their mode of usage, and I've got my own way of I like to do things. Oh, yeah, you've got it's slightly different. Okay, so why are we here today? All right, I'm going to pick some students' names. So Ijtihad. Okay, well, what are you doing here today, buddy? Cool. Understand Quran. Okay, we got one hurdle for you to understand Quran. What's that? You got one hurdle before you can understand the Quran. What is that? You can read. Okay, so you can read, but you can't understand. Okay, so you can read, but you can't understand. What can't you understand? The meanings. Okay, so specifically, there's one keyword I'm looking for. don't understand the Quran because the Quran is in Arabic. Yeah, okay, no worries. Okay, so Arabic is a bit of a hurdle for us to get through at the moment, yeah? Okay, cool. So with Arabic language, there's many ways we can study Arabic language. You can go to, like, I went to Egypt for 6 weeks, and within that time, I learned words and I was able to put things together. So you can go, I like to use the terminology Egypt because I went to Egypt for 6 weeks. I learned how to go to the shop, catch a taxi, go to places. So you can go learn Arabic that way. The other one you can do is, what other way can you do? You learn a whole bunch of vocabs. Okay? You learn a whole bunch of vocabs and then you see the Quran. Hey, there's that word, I know that word, and I know that word. I mean, before you guys turned up here today, you all probably know the word wa, isn't it? What does wa mean? And so we pretty much knew and. So every time you see there's a wa. And then when I was learning Surah Wadduha, it's like wa wajadaka oh, and, right? And something. So, okay, I'll use the word and twice. All right. So you learn a whole bunch of vocabs and then you can, I guess, understand Arabic. The other one is pretty much why we're here. Guide us. Okay, good. So specifically, we're going to look through grammar. Okay. So within the Arabic language itself, like talking about official Arabic language, it's actually divided into 2 parts. There is MSA. What does MSA stand for? Modern Standard. Hey, there's my man over there. Modern Standard Arabic, right? So that's pretty much the Arabic that's being used in newspaper, all media and stuff like that. And then officially we've got Quranic Arabic. So the Arabic language is specifically divided into Quranic Arabic and also Modern Standard Arabic. Of course, there's like the dodgy one there, which is the Amiya, which is the market language. It's like conversational, but we're not looking at that. So officially, when you want to learn the Arabic language, the grammar, there's the Modern Standard Arabic and also there's the Quranic Arabic. The Modern Standard Arabic is basically when you learn to read without haraka, the R, E's and U. So there's actually a specific science for that and how you can learn to read it. So my students last night, I introduced them to how to read without haraka, and within 15 minutes, they could read without haraka because their grammar was really strong, right? So at the end of this, when you finish the course, you want to say, hey, I really want to, we opened up Ihya Ulumuddin, the book of Imam Ghazali, and they were able to translate it. And they thought to be able to read without haraka was like, you know, that's something that's crazy. But then quickly they realized, oh, it's not that difficult. So you got this one course right now to throw all your effort in so that you can understand the grammar, and then you can learn how to read without haraka. And it's really fun, right? So, but specifically, we're looking at Quranic Arabic, yeah? We're looking at Quranic Arabic, and it has its own patterns and things like that. And I'll give you you don't even teach here. All right. So with the Quranic Arabic, there's a specific way that the language is developed. All right. Okay. So now we're looking at the Arabic in general. We're looking at grammar in general. There's 2 components to it. Right. There's 2 components. You really got to pay attention to these components. Right. Basically, this is the whole language is built out of 2 components. Number 1 is Nahu. You introduced that terminology, Ustad? Okay. So Nahu. And the other one is called Sarf. Oh, you guys already did it, isn't it? Sarfun. Okay, who remembers what Nahu is? Let me just pick on some people. Auntie Sima. There you go. Well, yeah, shock. What do you remember Nahu being? An Arabic word, yeah? We can start with that. All right. Sarah, since you're sitting next to her and you're young, you should have a sharp mind. So what does Nahu mean? The study of encasing. So Nahu is the study of nouns. I see this pen is sensitive on how you press it. The more you press it, the bolder it becomes. So it's a little bit different from mine. The study of nouns. So I've got to be gentle. All right. Study of nouns. And as you said there, specifically, we're looking at end casings. Yeah. End casings. Why is end casings important? I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm writing slanty. All right. Maybe I'll just turn this sideways. Okay. Oh, that's better. All right. Specifically study of encasing, right? Let's look at an example. All right, we have the word daraba. I love this word, right? I don't know why. Daraba. Who knows what daraba means? Daraba means, hey, this guy knows something. All right, let's just throw the word hit there. Okay, good boy. Daraba. So you are Mahmoud. Fantastic. All right, Mahmoud. Daraba means hit. And then let's throw Mahmoud's name into the picture. Is that how your name is spelled? Mahmoud? Did you know that? Mahmoudun. Did you know that? Yeah, okay, good. All right, so there's Mahmoudun. And then we have, let's put your friend over in the picture here. Handsome Hafiz Ahmed. Ahmadan. Okay. Daraba Mahmoudun Ahmadan. All right, and I'm going to just flip this baby just a little bit over. I'm going to go Daraba. Mahmoud's name again pops up. Mahmoudan Ahmadun. You as a Hafiz Ahmad, it's very important. Once you learn grammar, you're going to be able to pick up on small mistakes, all right? You shouldn't be making these mistakes, yeah? All right, so if we look at this, how it's lined up, all right? Okay. Let's pick on someone over here. The lady's always quiet and get away from a lot of problems. Firoza. Yeah. Okay. Auntie Firoza, if you look at the screen there, what's different between those two sentences? Yeah. But that's something that's same. So different. Okay, it's like where's Wally? Now you got to find all the differences. Okay, so I'm going to call this sentence number 1. This is sentence number 2. Tell me a little bit more specific.
Okay, so the difference is
Tanween on which word? So be more specific now.
on both of the ones.
Mahmoudun. Okay. So we can see we've got the squigglies here and also squigglies there, but the words itself are lined up. Okay, so Mahmoud is what's the difference between Mahmoudun, Mahmoudan, Mahmoudin? No, just different sound at the end. It's still the same Mahmoud, right? We'll get there, Auntie. Well done. You're remembering of your terminologies. We'll get there. Okay, so it's the encasing. Now, this encasing determines the role a word's going to play in a sentence. Okay, encasing determines the role a word's going to play in a sentence. You know what? I'm going to make you guys all repeat this word. Encasing determines, and you want to write this and highlight this, the role a word plays. I don't write this for no reason in a sentence, right? It's very important. This is if you undo. Your ustad is going to tell you today is the first day until the last day of this course. We'll be keep asking you encasing, encasing, encasing. What are we going to ask you over and over again? Encasing, encasing, encasing. Let's make it loud. All right. What are we going to ask you about? Encasing, encasing, encasing. Ladies, what are we going to ask you about? Only I've got one student here today. They have to say it 3 times. What are we going to learn? The teachers know. I don't need the teachers to repeat it. I need the students to repeat it. Okay, on 3, you got to say it 3 times. What are we going to learn? Encasing, encasing, encasing. All right, men, we got the more boisterous voice, so let's be a little bit loud. What are we focusing on? What are we focusing on? Encasing, encasing, encasing. Hafiz Saab, you got to be pay attention now. Okay, you can see that you got Mahmoudun and at the top, right? So because he has a squiggle, he is going to be the doer. Oh, Yak, I didn't want that. He's going to be the doer of the action. Okay? So in sentence number 1, he's the doer of the action. All right? Who do you think is a doer of the action in sentence number 2? Why? He has the what? He said squiggle. I like that. He has the squiggle, yeah? All right, he has the squiggle. All right, he has the dhamma. So he's now the doer. All right. And then the one with the straighty, what does he become, you reckon? I like that word. Where did you hear victim before? I always use the word victim. All right. So because he has a straighty, this straighty tells me that he's going to be the victim. Okay. All right. So in story number 1, once upon a time, Daraba Mahmudun Ahmadan. What does that happen? What's the story? What does the story say? Daraba means to hit. Yes. Once upon a time, Mahmud hit Ahmad. That's the story number 1. Then time passed. And Ahmad went to the gym. The vengeance didn't die. It's intensified. All right. So then, story number 2, Daraba Mahmudan Ahmadun. What happens? Ahmad hit Mahmud in story number 2. Now, in the Quran, this is what differentiates the Quranic Arabic and modern standard Arabic, right? In the Quran today, we had the dua up at the beginning and then had a whole bunch of stuff and then another dua right at the bottom. So by knowing vocab alone doesn't allow you to know what actually is being said. So that's why encasing is really important. Now, Hafiz up, you read the Quran a lot, right? Of course. Now, do you know what the word khalaqa is? Khalaqa, what does that mean? Who knows what khalaqa is? To create, yeah. And now this is I always use this for you to emphasize the importance of knowing your grammar. There's khalaqa. If Allah is going to create, what would I put? I'll put khalaqallahu. This means Allah created. Now, when you're going to read the Quran and you make that mistake and you change this to khalaqallaha, what does that mean now? Someone created Allah. So that la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, na'udhu billah. So we don't want that to happen. And that's why by learning grammar, you get the appreciation of why encasing is important. And to the end of the course, all you're going to be doing is looking for encasing to see what role the word plays in the sentence. Yeah, because we can have something like this, right? Let's just remove the word Allah here. We can have, you'll have it like this. Khalaqa Ahmadan wa Mahmudan wa, I want to be the story too. Luqmanan. Okay, I'm also in the story. Okay. Fi al-madrasati. Okay, fil madrasati Allahu. Okay, so now you got the story going. Khalaqa Ahmadan wa Muhammadan wa Luqmanan fil madrasati Allahu. Where's the dua? Where's the dua of the action? Why, buddy? I don't have lollies for you today, huh? Well done. Because of the squiggle here, this is the dua. All right. And where's all the victims? Ahmadan, Mahmudan, Luqmanan. All right. We're all the victims. Huh? We've been created. Where did we get created? In the school, yeah. Okay. Again, so this is what the Quran. This is why encasing is important. So really, the importance of me coming today is just trying to show you encasing. So okay, cool. So now I'm going to see in. We got 30 minutes before Maghrib Isha. 30 minutes. I'm going to show you something new. All right. So now we're looking at, you guys are learning grammar, yeah? Okay. Oh, sorry. We got really distracted here.
Sorry, some of the students online are feeling a bit left out.
Oh, okay. I'm going too fast. Alrighty. All right. You know what? Time for a recap. Good time to recap. All right. Once upon a time, yes. He created Allah. No, yes. Someone created Allah. Yeah. So we don't really like repeating that. Okay, so we just backtrack here, so inshallah for the online students, and it's good for a reminder what we're doing here. Okay, so everyone came here and I asked the question, why? Okay, for a certain reason, we all wanted to understand the Quran. But there's a hurdle. The hurdle is that we don't understand Arabic. Yeah. So I said, well, I'm going to learn Arabic so I can understand the Quran. There's a few options. I can go to Egypt for 6 weeks or 6 months or whatever time and learn Arabic that way. Okay, go and talk to the locals and I learn Arabic, I learn vocabs, and I guess I might understand the Quran that way. The other one, I can open up the dictionary and I can learn the vocabs, right? But you want to experience the miracle. You want to taste the miracle. This is where the miracle is, right? Is in the grammar. Okay, the miracle is in the grammar. All right. So then I told you, hey guys, there's 2 types of Arabic. There's a modern standard Arabic. So pretty much like any book that says, hey, I'm going to teach you Arabic is basically the modern standard Arabic. Then there's the Quranic Arabic. Yeah. So this is what we're learning here today. So within the Arabic language itself, there's 2 sciences. There's sarf, which I was about to get into just now, and also nahu. So nahu is a study of nouns. Sarf is the study of verbs, right? How do you know verbs? So this is going to be a very quick recap for it. How do you know if it's a verb? How do you know if it's a verb? It's patterns. Remember the rattling that you all had to do? Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'ala. Finish it off. Well done. So now, so there's patterns. So once you know those patterns, oh, bad habit there. Oops. Okay, once you know those patterns, it doesn't matter what the word is. Hey, handsome man, what if I gave you the word? You did pretty good. I gave you khalaqa. Now, can you rattle it? Good word, good work. So it doesn't matter if you can rattle that. If you can rattle it, it doesn't matter what word pops up, you're going to be able to pick it up. Why? Because it's all about patterns. You know what? This is the science which I guess you can relax the most, because you don't really have to exercise the brain as much. You just got to repeat it over and over and over and over and over and over again. There's no end to it. Yeah, there's no end to repeating the patterns. Okay, so that's the study of sarf. Back to nahu. Right now we're just spending a bit of time on nahu. Nahu is a study of nouns, specifically end casings. Then I went into great detail telling you why end casings are important, right? Just for you to understand why end casings are important, okay? Because it determines the role a word plays in a sentence, right? So whether it has a squiggle or it has a straight, it plays a different role. What I've taught you here in regards to it being the doer, done upon, this is irrelevant right now, okay? It's not super important. It's like, I don't want you, because this isn't part of the lesson, okay? This is more as an emphasis for you guys to know, okay, end casings are important because it tells me what role it's going to play in a sentence. Because there's no difference between Mahmudun, Mahmudan, Mahmudin. It's still Mahmud, right? But what does Mahmud do in the story is the end casing telling you, yeah? Okay? All right, so that's me talking about the end casing. I'm going to end off, or not end off, but conclude this part right here with the terminologies of the end casing. So we have the squiggles, okay, on top. What do you know this as, some of the terminologies? Dhamma or dhammatain, right? That's some of the terminologies that you know it. What's another terminology that you know now? No, we're not there yet, buddy. Just for dhamma. Auntie, it's time to mention it. There we go. You got raf. You just taught rafan, not marfu. Yep. Okay. Raf'un. Yeah. So raf'un. Okay. Then we have the single straighties on top and double straighties on top. What do we know that to be? Fathah. Fathah. Oh man, apologies for that writing there. Fathah. Okay, fathah, fathatain. And what is the what is the grammatical terminology? Nasab. Good boy. Nasbun, right? So dhamma, fatha, these are tajweed terminologies. These are tajweed terminologies. For grammar, you have your own terminologies. It's nasb, raf, and I don't know what the third one is. I'll have to ask. Is it? Okay, what do we know this one to be? Kasra. Kasra and kasratain. And what do you know here? Well done, buddy. And you know it as jar, jarrun, if you want to be. Okay? All right, so these are the terminologies for the squiggle, straight, and other straights, yeah? Nasb, raf, and jar. You got to know these. You got to know these. You got any brothers? That's your brother. So you know his name? So you got to know this like you know your brother's name, yeah? Okay? All right. Now we are going, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Now we are just going to recap what you're doing. And we are going to go to, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, we are going to go to your signs of nouns. That's where we are, isn't it? Signs of nouns. That's where you guys started, am I correct? What are the signs of nouns, buddy? Oh yeah, don't look inside. You should know it off by heart. Alif lam. Has a tanween at the end. Well done. Okay. Kasra where? At the end. Kasratain will fall under the tanween. Good reminder. What else did we learn? Ta marbuta. Okay, so what do we call this? Feminine ta. All right. Okay, feminine ta. I like to call this the handbag, right? Handbag. Okay. Because how do you know if there's a lady? Or we can call it the hijab, I guess. How do you know if it's a lady? They carry a little handbag, yeah? Okay, so today I'm going to touch on, and if you understand this concept today, the rest is going to be really easy. Okay, I'm going to touch on added, which is numbers. Okay, added with numbers. So this is more talking about single. In English, we'll have single and plurals. Okay. Now, encasing is a very important part to this understanding this concept. So firstly, what do you call the dhammatains? Dhammatain? Everyone should be yelling out right now. It's like their children's name. Dhammatain. The squiggles is? Only one auntie's paid attention. Okay. The squiggles are called? Squiggles are called, Junaid, what's the children's name? Squiggles are called? Asif is called? These ones here are called? Raf. These ones are called? Nas. These ones are called? Jar. These are called? Raf. These are called? These are called? All right. Okay, so Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So I'm gonna introduce you the concept of added. Added meaning number. Okay. So we have single, we have dual, plural. Awesome. Okay, so let's focus on single first. And the word that I'm going to play with is Muslim, because Muslim is quite flexible. As a word to play with, it's quite flexible. Okay, so single. I'm going to start with male. Okay, and then I have female here. All right. Everyone following so far? Should be pretty easy at the moment. So then for the male, I need to give it the encasing of rafa, nasab, and jar. Okay, jar. All right. So what do? I take the word Muslim, M-U-S-L, I mean, Mim Sin Lam. I want to make it rough. I want to make it rough. What do? Good boy. We just chuck the Dommatain. Well done. Okay, bang, done. Hey, I want to make it nas. What do? Good. Okay, and then I want to make it jar. What do? What does Muslimun mean? A Muslim, a submitter. Okay, Muslimun means, remember, Tanween means a, al means the. Okay, so Muslimun means a submitter, a Muslim. Musliman means? Musliman means? Musliman means? Come on, come on, come on, everyone. Musliman means? Musliman means?
Muslims.
All right, people online, Musliman means just yell in.
2 Muslims.
Did you say 2 Muslims?
Yeah. Plural. Multiple.
If we backtrack here, a little backtrack here. Where are you? Here. Al means the. Tanween means a or n. All right, let's go back here. Where are you? Oh, here we are. So Muslimun means a Muslim. Musliman means a Muslim. Muslimin means a Muslim. Translation wise, is it different? No, no difference. Muslimun means? Musliman means? Muslimin means? Awesome. All right, so now we go to the female portion, right? Ladies, don't be upset. Oh, the men's always on the right-hand side. They always get preference, blah, 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 blah. All right. We do live in a sexist society, so sorry. All right, we got the rough, we got the nasab, and then we got the jar. Okay, so this is hashtag feminine ta. Okay, there's a movement there. All right, so now we've got muslima. What do I put there? There we go. This guy is progressive. We put the feminine ta. Muslima. Okay. So now I would like to hear from the lady side. If I wanted to make it rough, what do I do? Or any ladies online? Muslima. Muslimatun. Okay, so I put Muslimatun. I want to make it rough. I want to make it nas. What do I do? Muslimatan. And I want to make it jar. What do I do? Muslimatin. Okay. Now, Muslimatun means what? A woman Muslim. Muslimatin means? Which is? A Muslim woman. Muslimatan, Muslimatin, Muslimatun all mean? A Muslim woman. Does the end casing change the meaning? Never. But what does the end casing do, madam? You did right, and you got to remember this. Like, why? No. We'll get it right now. The end casing determines
The role of the word plays in the sentence.
the role the word plays in the sentence. Okay, well done, madam. Okay, boom. There we go. All right, everyone understand the concept so far? Everyone understand? End casings don't change the meaning. Yeah. Suddenly I give like fahimun or fahimin. Suddenly fahimin is 2 fahims? No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. Let's look how it does it work though. All right. There we go. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa sallam Muhammad. Okay. Now we're going to go dual. All right. Okay, so pay attention here now. So I'm going to go male again. And there's also female. Okay. I'm going to focus on the male portion now. I'm just going to move this. Okay, so I've got Rafa here. Okay. And I got Nasab and Jar. Okay. So squiggles are on this side and straighties are on this side, okay? This is This is pure racism. Okay, squiggles stay with the squiggles, straights stay with the straights. Are you going to be able to comprehend that, Ahmed? Mahmoud? Yeah. Okay, Mahmoud, yes. Straighties with the straighties, squiggles with the squiggles. Yeah, can you say that to me? Okay, throughout the grammar, it's going to be like that. Okay, if you keep that in mind. All right. So now we want to say there's two Muslims in Nas. We want to say two Muslims in Raf, and we want to say two Muslims in Jar. What do we do? Okay. What we do, we add for the Raf, you're going to add Ani. Okay. Ani. Can you say it? Can we all say it? Ani. Like you're yawning. Ani. Yeah? Come on, men. And from the ladies. And let's have a really distorted online one. Ani. All right. Okay, so then what I do, I go Muslimani. So what does this mean? This means two Muslim men. Okay. Now for the straighties, I'm going to add, oops, Aini. All right, Aini. So now I have, well done, Muslimaini. What does Muslimaini mean? Sorry? What does it mean? A little bit louder, proud. Come on, you know it. Say it out loud. Two Muslim men. Hold on, what's going on here? Two Muslim men. Muslimani is two Muslim men. Muslimaini means two Muslim men. I mean, something's not right. Who can tell me why? They both mean the same thing, but what's different? Anti-Firoz, am I right? No, anti-Sima. What's the difference between Muslimani and Muslimaini if they both mean two Muslim men? It just specifically says two Muslim men. Come on, who can tell me? Aini, yeah. But what's different? We're going back to here, in here, and going back to Antisima, the same thing. You just flipped over your page.
Oh, the end case.
One is Jar, one is Nas and Raf. Oh, one is Raf, one is Nas and Jar. Why is it important? Determines the role of a word in a sentence. Okay, so remember, Raf is squiggles, yeah? Raf is squiggles. So categorically, where did I make that thingy majiggy? Okay, here. So this now includes, squiggle also includes Ani, and okay, and Nasb and Jar include Aini and also Aini. Okay, so there's listings for you to remember. All right, so now guys, this is, if you can, now everyone has to pay attention. If you can get this, then you understand the concept. Okay, so there's no time more than right now to pay attention. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the sentence. Daraba rajulun waladan. Okay, and then I have daraba rajulan waladun. Then I have a sentence. Daraba yak rajulani waladaini rajulani waladaini. Then I have a sentence. Daraba rajulaini waladani. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna put like a little clue for you guys here. Rafa means doer, just like we had up there, and nasab or jar is going to be the done upon. Okay, the victim. Okay, are we ready, guys? Now, I got sentence number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Rajul means man, walad means boy. Okay, Rajul it means man, walad means boy. Now, in this sentence, sentence number 1, who is the doer of the action? The man. Rajul is the man. Why? Domatain, squiggles. Okay, so this is my doer here. All right, cool. Where's my victim in sentence number 1? Why? Straighty. All right, I want you two to be shush now. Okay, I'm done with you guys. Okay, this is the victim. All right, now I want you to look around and be like, your turn, guys. All right, your turn. All right, in sentence number 2, Ahmed and Mahmoud, quiet now. Sentence number 2, where is my doer? Where's my done upon? Where's my victim? Who's the doer? Waladun, why? Has a dammatain. Okay, that's my doer. Cool. And where's my victim? Why? Fathatain. Okay, good. Now this is my victim. Okay, this is now I need to know. I'm going to just zoom out a little bit more. Hopefully you can see everything there. Okay, now in sentence number 3, Sarah, you can stay quiet now. So if you want to stay quiet for the rest of the lesson, speak now. Okay. Where is my doer for sentence number 3? Where is my doer for sentence number 3? Tick tock before Isha. Why? Why are you so confident? Okay, tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Sorry? Well, you are, all right, I don't know which one you want to see. Ani, okay. Why is that the doer? So I go, who said that Raf? Because it's in Raf. Raf is all of these here. This, oh, yuck. Raf is all of these here. So the doers are all of those. Ani will now be the doer. So who's the doer in sentence number 3? Who's the doer in sentence number 3? Rajulani. Okay. See over here. Ani, Raf. Squiggles. All right. So you understand that even though it means, it's going to mean the same thing, but here, Rajulani is the doer. So this is my doer. This is my doer. Where's my victim? Where's my victim? Why? Aini, okay. And Aini is what? Aini is nas, it's the done upon, okay. So all of that here, it's the done upon, yeah. So this is now the victim. Okay. For sentence number 4, where's my doer? Where's my doer for sentence number 4? Waladani. Why? Because the ani represents what? Or Rafa. Rafa represents what? Doer. Big circle going around there, yeah? So well done. Okay, so this is the, because of that, that's the doer. And this is the, what is it? Come on, man. It's the victim. Why is it the victim? Aini. Aini represents what? Aini represents what? Aini represents Nasb or jar. Nasb or jar represents the Nasb or jar represents the, it's really hard trying to make it more obvious. Nasb or jar represents the done upon or victim. Okay, so in sentence number 1, Hafiz Ahmed, translate it. Sentence number 1, translate it. A man hit a boy. Okay, sentence number 2, Mahmoud. Good. Salman. Sentence number 3, translate it for me. Sentence number 3 is this one here. Remember, Ani and Aini represents duo, 2. How many? 2, because it has Ani and Aini is? Okay, so say to me, Ani and Aini are dual. Say it to me. Say it again. Now tell your classmates, can you say it as well? Ani and Aini are dual. Say it again. Ani and Aini are dual. One more time for Barakah. Okay, so now translate that for me, that you know you have that knowledge. Two men hit, how many? 2 men hit 2 boys, right? Okay, and also the Rocky story, they went and trained. Madams, who wants to translate the last one? Yes, Sarah. 2 boys hit 2 men. The big takeaway now, the rest of Adad, what is going to come, is going to be easy. Easy if you understand this concept. All it is going to be just more of this going on like that. Bang, same thing, same thing, same thing. Literally the same thing. But you got to, the hard part for this is to understand the concept that Ani and Aini represent jewels. It does, meaning it's just going to make 2 of whatever item it is, right? It doesn't change the meaning. Muslimani and Muslimaini both mean 2 Muslim male. Okay, Rajulani, Rajulaini both mean 2 men. Waladani, Waladaini both mean 2 boys. But what is different is wait, I got this. Sima, what is it? You got to know this. You should be an expert by this statement. The statement. What's the difference between Waladani and Waladaini?
One is a victim and one is a dual.
Auntie, I just want you to master one statement. The one that you wrote down and I've asked you twice.
Same thing, the end casing.
The end casing, the end casing, the end casing, right? Finally, before we run out of minutes, we can see that they both end with a little kasra here. When we look at Ani, okay, and we look at Aini, we see that they both end with a kasra. Yes? Now, for dual, it's not the singular end casing, it's the package. It's the package of Ani. For singular man, it's Muslimun. The is the package. For dual, the package is Ani. Okay? For singular, Muslimatin, the in is the package, or the I is the package. But for dual and plural, it's the package is Aini and Ani. It's the package, yeah? Package. And we call, so if I'm talking now, I'll say this is this here is a kasra. I don't call that jar. I don't call it jar. I will call this singular item here, I'll call it a kasra. I'll call this a fatha. I won't call this nasab. I will not call it nasab. The package, I'll call nasab. The package, I'll call nasab. The singular items in it, I'll call it fatha kasra. All right? You get the word, for example, you get the word Muslim. All right? Muslimun. This is not raf. That is not raf. We'll call that a dhamma. Okay? We'll call that a dhamma. Nasab, raf, and jar is specifically for encasing. Nasab, raf, and jar is specifically for the encasing, the last thing. But when we look at dual and plural, it's going to be a package of two letters, and a couple more harakas there. Ani, aini, there's a little song. What's the song? A little bit louder for the people at home. Okay. Ani, aini, tani, tiny, una, ina, atun, atin. Everything's a song, okay? And you got to add the dance as well if you want, all right? Ani, aini, hafiz up. Ani, aini, tani, tiny, una, ina, atun, atin. Okay? So again, if we remember that, Ani, aini, tani, tiny, una, ina, atun, atin. You got to remember it like that, but don't worry, there's a little bit more maybe after Salah, inshallah. So the takeaway right now, in conclusion, it's all about encasing, encasing, encasing. What is it about? Why is encasing important? Ijtihad. Determines, I like to use the word, the role a word plays in a sentence. The role a word plays in a sentence. Yep. Does the encasing change the meaning? Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, a Muslim. What that Muslim does in the story depends on the encasing. Now, what's the difference between Muslimani and Muslimaini in meaning? What's the difference between Muslimani and Muslimaini in meaning? Nothing. Nothing. Muslimani means? Muslimaini means? But what's the difference between Muslimani and Muslimaini? Aini, what does that tell you? Okay, but what does it now? The squigglies and straighties determine what? Char. Okay, good. A little bit louder so the men can hear. I can't even hear, and I'm over here. The role it's going to play in a sentence. All right, we just got to repeat that over and over again. So it like sinks. You got to know that like your address. Okay. All right, inshallah. So I will leave that, inshallah. Last advice before you run off, inshallah. Stick with the course. It's a process. It's a journey. When it gets hard, stick around. Just turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. As long as you keep turning up, you're going to pick it up. Like it's foolproof, inshallah. All right. I got 9 years old and I got 77 years old. It's foolproof. Okay. Trust your teachers. Trust your teachers. They know what they're doing. These are the cream of the crop, right? So trust your teachers. They know what they're doing. Stick around till the end. There's no way that you can't know. There's no way you can't know. Even if you don't, I'm not saying don't do your homework, but even if you just turn up every single time, you're going to pick it up. It's really easy, inshallah. Lastly, I'm going to do a self-promotion. I am having my open day this Sunday. Please take one before you start with give. Inshallah, we do the Khatam Quran. We do the full-time course. On Monday, we're translating the entire course, Quran. And also we do the children's class, Monday to Thursday. Looking from grade 5 to grade 10, inshallah. My son is 9 years old. He's going to be part of the course next year. It is Monday to Thursday, 4:30 to 6:30. You'll find out more, inshallah, this Sunday, inshallah. Ustaz Fahim will speak about it. After I leave, inshallah, I hand out some of the flyers. I have to make my way because my students are waiting for me. Inshallah, barakallah feek. Sorry, I took too much time.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. Everyone ready? We can do that. It's in the book also. So we're going to go through the book now as well.
But the way it's done,
You can do it, yes. Bismillah, no problem. Take it and just put it on the group, inshallah. It will benefit. Okay. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hamda yuafi ni'ma yukafi mazira. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. Okay, Alhamdulillah, that was a beautiful first half of the lesson, mashallah. May Allah reward our teacher, Imam Luqman. So Imam Luqman, alhamdulillah, went into depth with, out of the signs, the 7 signs of a noun, adat is the most difficult one, right? So we are going to recap it. Don't stress. We took off with BMW. We're going to slow down to Toyota now. The easiest sign was the feminine ta and the kasra, right? So you can't have everything easy. You have to have a little bit difficulty. It's not going to be, I want to learn the Quran. Allah says it's easy. I'm going to come to you and the teacher is going to touch my head and boom, after 1 week, I can do the Quran. No, you're going to have ups and downs. Difficult days, easy days. Today is one of those days which are a little bit complicated, but once you catch it, it will be easy, inshallah ta'ala. So let me just see if our online students haven't run away. If I can find them. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Brother Hafi from Gold Coast.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you feeling about the first half, about adad, about numbers? How are you feeling so far? Overwhelmed or it's catching?
It was a bit, the pace was a bit quicker than yours, so I was trailing back a little bit. So, alhamdulillah, I picked up a few things, but if I review a little bit, I suppose I can catch it up.
Okay, mashallah. But you catch the concept that in Arabic we have singular, dual, and plural, and what the purpose of the encasing is. So, as you remember, yesterday we gave you the encasing, the terminology, the raf, the jar, and the nasb. So now you can appreciate why we taught that yesterday. Okay, I think my voice is a bit better today than yesterday. There was an issue, sorry, in your recording, or my voice was a bit squiggly yesterday. I wasn't crying, I wasn't upset. Someone asked me, why were you upset? It's just something wrong with our mic at the moment, but alhamdulillah, we've managed to fix it up. So what we're going to do, let's just go through it. We're going to go through, let's look at our Nahu book, right? So if we go to page 8 of our Nahu book. Okay, everyone's okay. On the chat, Brother Muhammad Sultan. Okay, yes, 100% it was good, mashallah, mashallah. Sister Lani, can you let us know in the chat how you're finding it so far? Sister Lani, if you can let us know in the chat how things are going, any issues or what do you feel about it so far? Inshallah, when you reply. So okay, so if we go to page 8, right? So number in Arabic is known as adad, right? Now, if we, those that went up for Salah, Imam was reading, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimatin, Kanitanin, right? So he was reading. So when we read the Quran, we hear it all the time. Kanitanin, right? Kanitina, Kanitatin, Muslimina, Muslimaini, Muslimatin. All the time we read it, but do we ever wonder why it's going like that? So now some idea of what Imam was teaching us is to why it was like that, because it's referring to plurals of males and females. Right, so we keep on coming across this in the Quran. Why it's being repeated? It's not for the rhythm. Some people who don't understand, in case you don't understand Arabic, especially many Huffaz tell me it's because of the rhythm of the Quran, the pattern. No, it's not. It's because Allah Ta'ala is talking about males and females. Okay, mashallah. So, okay, mashallah. Right, so if we look at the screen, the fourth sign of identifying a noun is number. In English, as we know, there is only singular, dual, singular and plural. In Arabic, we've got singular, dual, and plural. One man, two men, many men. In English, it's one man and many men. So, the plural is more complete. There are two types of it. So we have, okay. I'm not going to get into this. There's two types of plurals, the sound plural and a broken plural. I'll get into that after this. I just want to get into the traditional way of identifying a plural. So as we got Imam, if we look at the screen here, we had Muslimun, right? And what Imam was talking about, the encasing and the poem. So if we look at, let's get this up here. We look at the encasing, Muslimani, right? Remember Imam said, Ani, right? That is for two Muslims in the condition of Raf. In the condition of Raf, right? Muslimani. So if you look at the heading, so you don't need to worry too much because everything's in your book. So here we're referring to Raf, right? The condition of Raf. So the first one we got two Muslims, Muslimani. It's in the condition of Raf. Then we got the condition of Nasb and Jar. So let's have a look. We got Nasb, right? We've got Muslimaini. But remember the squigglies are both Nasb and Jar. How you will know which one is Nasb and Jar, we'll explain you later. Just know that Muslimaini, it can either be in Nasb or Jar. It can either be the two fathahs, can be fatah or kasra. Okay? How are you going to know whether it's the fatah or kasra in the ayah? When we get to that part, it will be so easy to say, it will be, you'll understand it. For now, we just need you to understand the concept of the poem, of how it works. So one Muslim, Muslimun, two Muslims, all we're adding is Ani for Raf. Muslimani. For Nasb, Muslimaini. So Imam was saying the poem Ani Aini. So simple, what you do is, if you want to put your finger like this, Ani Muslimani is Raf. Aini Nasb or Jar. Ani Aini. Remember, Ani Aini. Then we got for male, for female, right? So those are for two males. Ani Aini. Raf and Nasb. Muslimani, Muslimaini. Now what happens if it's females? Tani, Taini. So all you're adding is for females in Raf. So again, you put your finger up. Muslimatani, Muslimataini. So this is your right hand is your Raf. Your left hand is your Nasb. Okay? Muslimatani, Muslimataini. So all we're adding is, so you still got Muslim, right? So you get rid of the feminine ta, it's woman. So you add the normal ta and just add ani. Muslimatani, Muslimataini. Okay, so I'm going to repeat it again. So the first one is male. The first one is male. One Muslim, Muslimun. Muslimin, Musliman. That's one Muslim. What if you want to make it two Muslims? So you have Muslimun for one Muslim. Two Muslims, what do? You're only going to need to do is add ani to the end. So let me get a blank document. So if you've got Muslimun and you want to make it in the condition of Raf, You want to make it in the condition of raf. All you do is going to add ani. So Muslimun. So Muslimani. Ani, to make it two Muslims in the condition of raf, right? Ani, and if you want to make it in the condition of nasb or jar, what you're going to add? You're going to add aini. Aini. So you see here, if you look in the textbook, right? Okay, let me just, I'm going to redo this again. Let's start again. Okay, I'm going to go through very slowly, right? So there's a poem, Ani, Aini, Tani, Taini. I'm just going to teach you that four for now. Ani, Aini, Tani, Taini. Ani, Aini, Tani, Taini. Ani, Aini, Tani, Taini. So what we need is Fatma Kajlayan. What is the poem that I've taught you now?
Annie, Amy.
Right, and Tani, Taini.
Yes.
Okay, Ani, Aini, Tani, Taini, right? So if we look here, so I'm going to do the whole thing, write the whole word out just to make it easy, inshallah. Okay, so we've got Muslimun. Muslimun is one Muslim. Muslimun. But we want two Muslims. So what we do is we remove the Dhammatain or the Fattatain or the Kasratain. All we're going to do is add Ani. Allahu Akbar. So we had Muslimun in the start, right? Okay. One Muslim, right? So now this is in the condition of Raf already. See the end case has got the Dhammas. Rafa means Dhamma. The end casing is in Dhamma. Remember we taught this yesterday? If the end casing is in Fatah, what condition is it in? Remember? Nasb. And if it's in Kasra, then what's the end casing? Jar. So this one here's end casing is in Raf. Yes. It changes in terms of what word did Imam use? Placing of where the word goes in a sentence. So remember he done that whole thing about Rajulani, right? So you've got Rajulani. I think that I'm going to leave that sentences now because that comes more to do with when we construct verbal sentences. So he was just giving you an example of how it works. But I think in terms of sentences, I'm going to do that next week, Thursday. Let's not jump to it now. Let's just get the concept first of how do we say Muslimun, Muslimani. Let's just get the concept of number. Once we get the concept of number, then I'm going to show you, okay, in a sentence, this is where it goes, this is where it goes. So for now, let's keep Imam's, what he taught us today, alhamdulillah, let's keep it just here a little bit to the back of our brain and then refocus on this. And then together, once you catch this, join it together and you'll see the whole picture, inshallah. Okay, so what we'll do is, right, so we've got Muslimun, one Muslim, right? Muslimun, at the moment, it's in the condition of Raf. You see that? It's in the condition of Raf because it's got Dhamma, right? Now it's in the condition of Raf. what do we need to add? So right now, we just go back to our Nahu book and we see Muslimun, it's in the condition. So we see here automatically we've done this, made it so easy. In the condition of Raf, we want to make it two Muslims. We just look down the chart. To make it in a condition of Raf for two Muslims, we make it Muslimani. And we know, okay, Ani, it's in the condition of Raf. Right? So we can come back to our workbook and you can say, okay, we want to make it in the condition of Raf. So we remove that and we add Ani. So Muslimani. So we know, okay, Muslimani, in actual fact, it's two Muslims in the condition of Raf. Good. This is in the condition of Raf, two Muslims. Now, we don't only have Raf in the Arabic language, we have Nasb and Jar. Now we've got, so we finished two Muslims in Raf. Now we want two Muslim men in Nasb and Jar. Nasb and Jar, they're together, right? So Raf is one, Ani, and Nasb and Jar will be Aini, right? So if you want to put two Muslim men in the condition of Nasb or Jar, same thing we would do. Take Muslimun again. No, not Muslimun, sorry, Musliman. So we take Musliman or Muslimin equals, what would we do to make it? So we got Ani already, we want Nasb or Jar. Muslimaini. So Ani, Aini. So for two men, so what we do, we just remove again the squigglies and we'll make it Aini. Muslimaini. So both of them are two Muslim men, right? Two Muslim men. One, the top one is in Raf, the bottom one is in Nasb or Jar. You will understand. All we need to do is just capitalize this concept. Later we'll show you how it works. So just that we know, Ani, Aini. Finish. Ani, Aini is for men. Two men. One is in Raf, the other one is Nasb, Jar. Right? So let's have a look here now. Sister Zuha. Sister Zuha.
Assalamu alaikum.
Muslim, how are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so do you understand what we mean by Muslimani? What condition is it in?
That is in a state of, so the Muslimaini is in a state of Jar or Nasb,
Yes.
and so the Muslimani is in a state of Raf.
State of Raf, right? So is this referring, so is the first one two Muslim men and the second one two Muslim ladies? Or are they both?
Both are two Muslim men.
So both words are for two Muslim men.
Yes.
And what's the difference? So how come it's Muslimani and Muslimaini? What's the difference?
Because Muslimani is Raf, it's accusative, so that's the doer. And
Okay.
because Muslimaini is Jar or Nasb, it's the victim or the done upon.
Nice, well done. Okay, so they're both referring to two men. Well done, right? They're both two men. Now we've got Ani, Aini, Ani, Aini. Just think Ani, Aini. They're both for men. Ani, Aini, Muslimun, Muslimani, Muslimaini. One is Raf, one is Nasb, Jar, right? Now what about the ladies? Let's not forget the ladies. Let's have a look. So we go back to our book. Everything's in our book. Now we're looking at, so we've done Muslimani, Muslimaini. Let's look at the what it is for the ladies. So we've got here, for females, we've got tani, taini. So we're going to just remember this, ani, aini, tani, taini. So ani, aini for males, tani, taini for females. Everyone okay with that? Auntie Sima, ani, aini for males, tani, taini for females. So just like how we did the first one, we added ani and aini. So for the second one, let's look what we're going to do. So we've got muslimatun, muslimatun. So what does muslimatun mean? Let's see what we got here. Sister Kanis Fatima, what is muslimatun?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Muslimatun, what's the meaning of muslimatun? So remember, Muslimun was one man, right? Muslimun is one man. Now to make it a feminine word, remember yesterday what we need to do?
Yeah, one like one woman.
Yes, beautiful. So we just add a feminine ta to make it a Muslim woman.
Yeah.
So that's one Muslim woman, right?
Yes.
Now, if we want to make it two Muslim women, what would we do?
Tani Muslimatani.
Easy, right? In the condition of, what condition is it? Raf or jar or nasb? What condition is it in?
Is it jar?
No, so muslimatun, right? We want to make it in the condition of raf. So it's already in raf.
Yes.
So we've got muslimatun, right? So we want to continue with muslimatun in raf. What do we add? We make it muslima?
Tani.
Muslimatani, awesome. So we remove the two and we move the feminine ta. We've still got muslimatun, we remove the feminine ta, and all we do is muslimatani. And that is in the condition of raf, right?
Okay.
Now, if we want to have it in the condition of nas or jar, what would we do? If you look in your book, if you look in your book, we come down. So we've got here two Muslim ladies.
Yes.
Muslimatani in raf, and we come a little bit down. We want two Muslim ladies in jar or nasb. What do we add?
Muslimatani.
Muslimatani.
Yep.
Right. So you still got your Musliman. So you make it Muslimatani.
Yep.
Let's have a look. Let's go back to this document. Right. So we got Muslimatan, Muslimatan or Muslimatin. So instead of that, to make it two, all we have to do is Muslimataini. Muslimataini. And this will be in nas or jar. So if you get confused, come back to your Nahu book. Everything's here.
Yep.
Keep on repeating it before we move on to the next lot. This is for dual. So we finished dual today. We managed to finish dual today. You're going to continue it with, for your homework, you're going to continue going over it, revising it. So we're only looking at this section for today. We will, but first you need to capture this one, right? I'll give you another one before we leave. But let's look at this. There's actually 8. So the whole song is ani, aini, tani, taini, una, ina, atun, atin. but we're not going to go into that. I first want you to be able to understand. We've got this section here. That's all we're looking at. The raf, the nasb, the jar. So now when you look at your book and you go home tonight, so we're first going to look, okay, one Muslim, yes, Muslimun. If I want it in raf, all I'm going to add is ani, Muslimani. If I want it in nasb or jar, aini, Muslimaini. That's for men. For women, remember we put the feminine ta, Muslimatun. So we change it, we make it Muslimatani in raf, right? And we want it, we just have to look here. So we look here. You want it in jar or nasb? Boom. Straight away, Muslimataini. So Muslimun, right? Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimatani, Muslimataini. Muslimani for men, Muslimaini for men. Muslimatani for female, Muslimataini for female. Right? Raf, Nasb, Raf, Nasb. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give you one more example. So let's get, okay, Hafez Ridwan.
السلام عليكم حبيبي.
How are you?
الحمد لله أنا بخير.
Right, so we've
وأنت
got Muslimun, right? Now,
نعم.
let's say I've got Mu'minun, and I want two Mu'mins in Raf.
مؤمنان.
Mu'minani, easy. So all you're adding is the ani, right? Mu'minun in Nasb.
مؤمنين.
Beautiful. Mu'minatun.
مؤمنتان.
Beautiful. So you're just looking at this and just changing the first few, adding the tani, right? Mu'minun in Mu'minatun in Nasb or jar.
مؤمنتين.
Beautiful. Beautiful. As easy as that. Brother Asif, you want to try it? So let's try Mu'minun, right? Mu'minun, I need it in Raf for two Mu'mins, two believers. What you going to add? Mu'minun, Mu'minani. That's Raf. For Nasb or jar? Easy. For female, Mu'minatun? Easy. Easy. Was that so difficult? Brother Ishtiyar? Starting to make sense now, right? Okay. What I'm going to do, let's see. So we had some worksheets. Ali, can I just have a look at this? Okay, so the worksheets were to do with sarf. Okay, we might give that for. I can give this for homework, inshallah. Okay, before we do that, is there anyone that wants to give it a go, give it a try, or is everyone okay? Online, anyone wants to try it? Mu'minun? Is everyone managing to understand how it works? So all you do tonight, like yesterday, until you drove home, fa'ala, did you use the steering wheel or you just drove? No steering wheel. Right, so same thing tonight. Don't touch the steering wheel. Ani, aini, tani, taini. That's all you're going to do. Right, so Muslimun, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimatani, Muslimataini. Ani, aini, tani, taini. So it's for plural, plural. Raf, nasb, Raf, nasb. Right? But you're not going to forget to do your scales. Auntie? What mean? And Auntie Yasmin will show you how to do it. Right? Auntie Yasmin will write it down for you, right? Okay, so Mu'minun, she'll do it for you. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop on this one. Online, they won't be able to use it. Students cannot hear me, or everything shuts down.
We can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me through the computer. Okay, so not through the. Okay, so I'm going to continue talking. Inshallah, we don't only have 10 minutes left. right? I don't know what's happened with the cable. So, mashallah, Muhammad Sudan, mashallah, you understand the concept. Okay, that's excellent. What we're going to do now is, okay, so we've only got 10 minutes left. I'm going to send you out what homework I need from everyone. So I'll send it now in the group, inshallah ta'ala. So have a look at it now. It's not necessary to do this homework now. This is for, this work will be just purely for you to do over the weekend. And I'll explain you how much of it I need you to do, inshallah. So, camera. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Is there extra sheet? Okay, so sorry, the computer seems to be frozen. You would have received that WhatsApp now. So we're all looking at a page. We've got some downloads. Okay, so if we look at our sheet, it's still not open. Don't worry. Okay, so if you look at our sheet, right? So we've got here conjugate the verbs belonging to third person male. So we did this yesterday. Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna, right? He, one man did, they, those two men, all those men did, right? She, one female did, those females, those two females did, all those females did. Now, to go home, what I'd like is, can we get, for example, is everyone okay with the fa'ala scale? Auntie, can you write on the fa'ala scale what you've done so far? Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna. Can you try? Of Fatima, Sarah? Can you try? Okay. Try it again, without looking. Okay, without looking. Fa'ala, use your hand. Fa'ala. Yes. Right? So use your right hand. Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu. Right? That's the males. Fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna. Right? Try, give it one more go. Awesome, awesome, mashallah. Well done, well done. Okay, so can we get Brother Ishtihad, you ready to try it? Yes. Fa'alata, fa'alna. Beautiful, right? Okay, so what we're going to do, now that we've got that, can I get someone from online just to write it for me quickly? Brother Zakaria, are you available?
Yep.
Can you do the fa'ala scale for me, please?
So which one? So sorry, repeat.
Fa'ala scale. Can you do it for me? Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu. Can you do it?
If fa'ala, fa'alu. So you want it in singular dual. Okay. Where are we?
Okay, look at the sheet I just sent you on WhatsApp, right?
Is that the same one you've got on the screen?
Yes. Okay, it's showing there.
Yeah.
Okay, go have a look at it. Go for it.
Fa'ala is the he one man did. So fa'ala, we had the alif of or
Okay, so
the
just
alif
rattle
after.
it for me. Fa'ala,
Yeah.
fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna. Rattle it for me.
So fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'al,
Fa'alna.
fa'alna.
Okay, so sorry, that last one where you got fa'alna on the lam, just make it a shadda. It's not a fatha there.
Yeah.
On the fa'alna, there's an extra spelling on there on the lam. So I'm going to repeat it to you. If you look in your book on page 43, it's fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'ala, fa'alata, fa'alna. It's not fa'alana. No. Minus the fatha on the second last letter. Right? Also in your book, Auntie, I've sent a message to everyone. In your book, it's fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu. There was a mistake on a spelling of fa'alu in your book. I think it was page 43. If everyone can fix that spelling up, it's fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu. Right? All those men did. Now what I need you to do, let's try, is everyone okay? Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna. Okay, I want to ask, okay, so we've got Sharifa, okay, that's my mother. Okay, Mommy, are you ready?
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
Can
can
you
you
hear
do
me?
that fa'ala for us?
yeah. Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altunna, fa'alna.
Wow, okay, that's the whole scale, mashallah, well done. Did you get that copy on your WhatsApp for the first 6 on your WhatsApp? Did you receive a WhatsApp from us?
Yes,
Okay, so you see the 6 only, right? So mashallah, you've done the whole scale. Now let me ask you, if you look at the second word, daraba, can you do the 6 for daraba? He one man hit, those two men, all those men hit. Can you do the first 6?
are you telling me to do it?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, daraba, daraba, darabu, darabat, darabata, darabna.
Beautiful. Okay, well done, mashallah. Can we get Mahmoud? You look like you're ready for this. Nasara.
Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarat, Nasarata, Nasarna.
Beautiful, mashallah. So what we're going to do, this is your homework, inshallah ta'ala. There's 2 homeworks. Take the sheet home. Please send the homework when you get done, anytime by Sunday. So you've got a few days to do it. So continue with this, the same pattern. You've got the fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu. You're going to do daraba, daraba, darabu, daraba, darabata, darabna. You're going to do nasara, nasara. You're going to continue with that. And you're going to do fatha. So write it all in the sheet. Please take the photo, send it to us. And you're going to practice your ani, aini, tani, tani at home. Ani, aini, tani, tani at home. And you're going to come back inshallah on Monday. We're going to go through that. Is there any questions before we leave? Any questions, anybody? Everybody okay? Brother Hafi? Brother Hafi?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
All good. Any questions?
No, Alhamdulillah.
Would you like to say anything? This has been a completion of the first week, Alhamdulillah. Is this what you were expecting, or are we falling short of your expectations? Is there anything else you need or anything else you'd like us to go over? Are we going too fast? Or are you happy with what you have achieved in the short time of space?
Alhamdulillah, so far I'm very, very happy with how we are progressing this course, because I'm a learner from zero. So Alhamdulillah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it.
MashaAllah. So what we'll do, we'll just keep progressing like this, inshallah ta'ala. Brother Zakaria, you've been wanting to do this for a while. What do you feel so far?
Alhamdulillah, it's quite informative. Just got to pay attention and focus.
Okay, so we're not going too fast. Everyone okay?
Yeah, it's manageable pace.
MashaAllah. Sister Zuha?
I'm very happy with the pace of the course and with what I've learned so far. So I'm
Okay,
looking-
awesome. MashaAllah. Everyone else okay? Okay, so what we'll do, we'll end up now. Inshallah, we'll see everyone on Monday. please practice your work and we go on to trying to finish up adult. And then we've got a few more to go on because we need to finish the 7 signs of nouns. Have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Ustaz.